Hi everybody. My name is Paul Martyn-West. I'm a singing teacher in Southeast London and a professional tenor. Welcome to this YouTube channel, which is called Reflections on Beautiful Singing, where I discuss various aspects of singing, both ancient and modern. Today I want to talk about the importance of listening to ourselves while singing and listening to the music which is being made around us that is accompanying us as well, and how we might train our ear musically. According to Philip Dewey, in his fab book Bel Canto in its Golden Age, a study of teaching concepts, this book, very interesting. He writes, a properly trained ear was given a place of importance hardly subordinate to the voice itself by the singing teachers of the 17th and 18th century. This supreme umpire, if attuned in correct fashion, was held to be an absolute necessary adjunct to the vocal artistry, without which the singer was lost. Of an insidious nature was the fact that the ear could so easily lead the singer astray in the event of its defectiveness or lack of use. So the supreme umpire is still an important part of singing today. But we should listen to our singing with non-critical awareness rather than with crushing judgment and negativity. And we should find out whether we are singing in tune. Are we singing clear vowels and crisp consonants? Therefore, we will probably be singing clear words so that the audience or anybody else listening will be able to understand the text of the song. Are we singing correct intervals and not scooping up to notes or sliding down into notes? Are we singing with an appropriate tone colour for the music that we are singing? So if we are singing happy music, we want a bright and cheerful tone colour. If we're singing sad music, we probably want a doleful, sad tone colour. So that's an interesting thing to think about. Are we singing a beautifully smooth legato line or a staccato line as marked in the score? And are we singing at the appropriate loudness? One, for the health of our voices. How many of us have sung in choirs, blazed away, and then kind of lost our voices because we've oversung? So we have to be mindful of whether it's healthy. Are we singing too loudly, or indeed are we singing too quietly? And then we also have to be aware of the appropriateness of the loudness in the context of the concert in relation to the accompanying instruments. We can't obviously dominate concerts if we don't have voices which are capable of doing that, but we have to sing in a sufficiently loud manner to balance those instruments which are being played behind us, especially a soloist. So what did the teachers of the 1700s have to say about ear training? Well, they had some quite quaint things to say. For instance, Cherone considered that the ear was the rein of the mouth, and added, the finished singer sings more with his ear than with his mouth. So the importance of listening to ourselves is noted there. Mancini says that there is nothing worse than out-of-pitch singing, and he would rather have a throaty or nasal voice than a voice out of tune. He bids the teacher to examine his student on different occasions, early in the morning before eating, during the day when the sky is cloudy, and also when serene, when the air is placid and tranquil, on windy and stormy days, and soon after a full meal. If he sings out of pitch without noticing it, and every possible correction is of no avail, then the fault comes from nature herself, or from imperfect hearing, and it is impossible to correct. Well, I would say that many people who sing out of tune can be helped to sing more in tune, but it takes time. Marpurg in 1763 warns against too high or too low attacks, i.e. sliding up to notes, which he calls tone seeking. Possibly people started songs as much as a third or fourth higher or lower, and he names this tone groping. We don't want any tone groping in singing. He says that only little old women or grannies or children's nurses are permitted to make things easy for themselves by sliding into their notes in their ditties. So you've been told. So how may we train our musical ears? Well, the singing teachers of the 1700s and the 1800s used solfeggi a lot. So it would be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. They would use tunes built on the on the do, re, mi system. They would probably first of all outline do, mi, so, do. So that created an outline for the student to sing those various notes. I prefer to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because if you say do, so, then to explain that you would say that is a fifth. It's the interval 1, 5. So why don't we sing 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 4, whatever. So using this system and maybe the do, re, mi's, we can sing things, we can become more cognizant and aware of intervals. And of course, these would be sung in appropriate keys for students. The other thing is to actually recognize the intervals. So a teacher plays and says, what is that? And the student gradually recognizes that that is a fifth, 1, 5. The other thing that is important is that there are technical problems that create sharp and flat singing, and a knowledgeable teacher would be able to help a singer with that. For instance, if the singer is pushing with the breath and maybe has a clamped mouth position, sharp singing could result from that. If not enough energy is being put through the system and the singer is not singing with enough energy, then that could account for flat singing. But there are very subtle things that a teacher would be able to look for and find out and help the student with to get them singing more appropriately in tune. I'm going to finish with a little quote from Basili, who was a French singing teacher, and he says that by the ear the voice corrects itself when it is off pitch, it sweetens itself when it is hard, modulates itself when it is too loud, sustains itself when it trembles. So those are some of the benefits of singing and listening to yourself as you sing. If any of these ideas have been of interest to you, my name is Paul Martyn-West. You can find my details on the British Association of Teachers of Singing website. I give lessons in South East London, and please feel free to contact me. I hope this has been of help to you, and hope to see you soon. Bye.